Hey guys, welcome back to another Clash of Clans video. And today we're going to be doing a clan war recap. So, this war, we completely wrecked the enemy clan. It was 41 to 21. And we almost 3-starred all of the bases. We had one Town Hall 9 up there. Number 4 was a Town Hall 9. And number 6 was a Town Hall 8. But anyways, I'll show the bases 1 through 10, the replays. So this space was extremely rushed. And starts off by dropping 3 lightning spells on that air defense. And he just drops the clan castle hog riders and dragons. He saves 3 of them because he really doesn't need all 10 dragons. But that max dragon in the clan castle took out the clan castle hog riders. And he puts his last 3 dragons over here just to make sure he gets the 3-star, since that clan castle dragon was taking out his dragons. But anyways, this was a complete overkill. All he has left that could hurt his dragons is that archer tower, which is about to go down in a while. And he ended the attack with almost all of his dragons still up. And that was a 3-star. So moving on to the next attack. So for this attack, he was using mass dragons. And he starts off by spreading his dragons along this side. And he takes out that clan castle dragon, and now he just has to pretty much hope that his dragons get into the center of the base. And he drops the clan castle balloons right there on that archer tower to take them out and to hopefully go into the center and start taking out the air defenses. And he drops a rage spell right there, which was really good because it helped his balloons get into the center, and he drops those spells just to help his balloons out more to take out those air defenses, because that's the main thing you want to take out in a mass dragon raid. But this base was just destroyed. He had like half of his dragons still up. And he had plenty of time. There was that builder's hut right there, but he takes it out. So anyways, that's a 3-star. And let's move on to the next raid. So this was a cleanup attack, and he used mass dragons. And he started from this side. I probably would have started from the other side, but it didn't matter. He got the 3-star. And he holds off on the clan castle balloons until the dragons are locked onto that enemy dragon. And the clan castle balloon comes out, but the dragons just take it out really quick. And he drops that poison spell on the Barbarian King just to kind of help speed up the process of killing that Barbarian King. And the balloons do a good job here of taking out that air defense. And now this dragon right here destroys that air defense. And he kind of has dragon just all over the base, like 2 on each section of the base, which helped destroy this base a lot quicker and saved him a lot of time. So at this point, his dragons are just all over the base, and he has a lot of dragons left over to clean up the base. And this base just totally got wrecked. So that's another 3-star. So again, another mass dragon attack. And this was a Town Hall 9 attacking this base. And he used 11 dragons. So he kind of just puts 2 dragons on each side just so his dragons don't just start circling the base. They actually get into the center. And he drops a really good rage spell to kind of just speed up his troops into the center of the base. And a heal spell in the pathing of the dragons instead of on top of the dragons. And he holds off on the clan castle balloons until he really needs it. And I don't really like where he drops the clan castle balloons, but he still got the 3-star. He drops it over here on this side. It would have made more sense to drop it probably on this side right here, but it didn't really matter. He got the 3-star anyways. So at this point, I didn't know if he was going to get the 3-star or not. And if he didn't, that kind of would have been disappointing because he's a Town Hall 9. And I expect our Town Hall 9s to be able to 3-star any Town Hall 8. But he has plenty of balloons to take out that last air defense. And those clan castle balloons came in clutch. And he has 2 dragons left and a few balloons. And he's at 90%. He still has plenty of time. That air sweeper is just blowing his troops away, but that didn't really do much. So he just cleans up the base and gets that 3-star. So the next attack was by the same person, and he used 4 lightning spells. He probably should have brought an earthquake spell because he kind of messes up on the lightning spells. An earthquake probably could have taken out that air defense, and that's going to come back to haunt him in the end. So he drops some dragons. He drops 10 of them, and he waits off on the balloons. And he has a max dragon in there that I gave to him, and he starts dropping his own balloons. And the max dragon comes out of the clan castle, and his balloons are pretty spread out, so that should help take down the base quicker. And his balloons just go down really quick because they didn't have the shielding of the dragons. And a lot of his dragons are at low health, so that's not good for him. Especially since this air defense right there has like a few HP left. So it's coming really close. He's running out of dragons and his heroes are on low health. And that air defense is about to go down, but the dragon dies right before it shoots out to that air defense. And his Barbarian King goes down. That dragon still has full health. His Archer Queen doesn't have the special ability unlocked yet, so she's kind of worthless at this point. And the Queen goes down and the dragon gets locked onto by the air defense, so he goes down, and that's the attack. So it was a good attack, just miscalculated those earthquakes, the lightning spells. Now we're moving on to the Town Hall 9 attacks, which are pretty interesting because they're not dragon attacks. But he starts off by deactivating that giant bomb. And in this attack he was using a Go-Ho, which I really like using that. So he drops a few Hog Riders, and then drops a Hog Rider to lure out the clan castle troops. He brings them over here to this collector with 1 wizard. Drops his golem so that the dragon and balloon lock onto the golem. And then his wizards start shooting this drill for some reason. And then they lock onto the dragon once the golem explodes into golemites. And they take down that balloon. And he starts dropping all of his hog riders. So he put some pretty good heal spells. They kind of overlapped a little, but that didn't really matter too much. And he used all of his heal spells. So this whole part over here is not going to be protected. Well, his hog riders aren't going to be protected in this spot over here. But he has plenty of hog riders still up. Plus his heroes and a poison spell. So his hog riders take out all the defenses, and these hog riders right here take out that queen and deactivate that giant bomb. So at this point, just clean up. And he has plenty of time left. His queen is about to go to the town hall. She uses the ability. And the hog riders plus the queen take out the town hall, and that's a 3-star. So now moving on to the next attack. This was a go-ho, but it was 3 golems. Which is pretty weird. I've never seen a go-ho with 3 golems, but it was a pretty interesting attack. So she starts off by taking out that gold storage, dropping both golems to target this wall right here, plus 1 wall breaker, and a maxed golem which I sent her. So then she drops her wizards, and luckily they go into the base, and the golems actually deactivate that giant bomb, which was actually really nice. Because it eliminated that giant bomb for her hog riders. And the wizards start shooting a wall to get to that enemy queen. But they could have just shot right over. But it didn't matter. They take out the queen. 2-shot that queen. And the clan castle troops are barely come out. And she doesn't get the all of the clan castle troops killed. So this was a bit unfortunate because that balloon right there survives, and it ends up costing her the attack. So she sends her hog riders in, and that balloon right there just taking out some of her troops. And luckily her archer queen is locked onto the town hall and still has the ability, and she has some hog rider just trying to destroy the defense and run out of the way of the balloon. And she ran out of heal spells really early into the attack, because now she has no heal spells to heal up her hogs. And all of her hogs go down. She just has her queen, which gets her that 50%. And her queen goes down, and she just has a few archers over here just cleaning up some outside buildings for a few more percent. And the balloon's still just going around the base, destroying her troops. And that's a 2-star. So it was a nice attack, but if that balloon had went down, it probably would have been a 3-star. Now this was my attack, and this was a go-ho. Actually, no, it wasn't a go-ho. It was mass hog riders, but I did a suicide king right here. Just put my king there. Let him die to take out that queen instead of using that extra 30 slot space for that golem. And I used 2 hog riders to get the lure done. And luckily I deactivated that giant bomb. I did not even know that was there, but luckily it was. And now I use an archer right here to get the dragon lured over to this corner where I drop my queen. And as soon as the dragon shoots her once, I activate her ability. And the dragon just takes out those archers, and then I drop a single line of hog riders. And they go for that wizard tower. They kind of start splitting up here. So now I focus on both groups and I drop some really good heal spells. I let that group die off because it barely had any hog riders. So now my hog riders are just running around the base and I have heal spells covering them pretty much from now until the entire attack that their defense is up. And the thing I really like about dropping a single line instead of an Asian wall is that Asian wall, your hog riders split up and you have to focus on more groups. That's good if there's double giant bomb locations in the base, but here I knew that there were not any spots for double giant bombs. So I just decided to drop a single line so I could focus on one group of hog riders since I'm not really good at using hog riders yet. But anyways, I still had plenty of time and a lot of cleanup troops all over the base. So I just completely destroyed this base. And 10 seconds left, and this base was just destroyed. 3 stars. So now moving on to the number 2 base. This attack was really interesting because he told me he was going to upgrade his queen, and I told him that he can't go for this base because he's not going to 3-star without his queen. It's almost impossible. But I shouldn't have judged his skills because he never disappoints me. He always gets that 3-star, which is really good. But his wizards here come in clutch and take out those clan castle troops. And he takes out that queen, so he starts dropping in 1 lava hound plus targeted balloons on this air defense, 1 balloon on that, lava hound here plus targeted balloons on this air defense, a really good rage spell. On this side, 1 lava hound, a few targeted balloons. He saves a few balloons just for back end balloons. And at this point, it looks like the base is already just going to be destroyed. So about now, he's going to wrap up this 3-star. He has plenty of time left. And this base just got completely destroyed. So he still has 2 hounds that didn't pop, which was surprising, but I guess that's good because he still got that 3-star. Now we're going to move on to the last attack, which was by me, and I was pretty disappointed. I thought I was going to 3-star, but I didn't. So again, I did a Suicide King, and this was my first attack this war. And I lure them over here to the Dark Spell Factory. Once I lure them there, I use my queen. And I drop an Asian wall. And there are a few spots here for double giant bombs. And I don't even know what happened in this attack because I had a lot of hog riders up and I know I was placing the heal spells really good. I think probably just some of them split off, like little by little they would just split off from the group, but I lost a lot of hogs and I didn't even know how I lost them. So the last heal spell, no, I still have 1 heal spell left. That 3rd heal spell was kind of wasted. And at this point, I was trying to decide, could I put a dragon over here and hopefully it targets the clan castle, then the town hall, and it's out of range of the air defense. And that exo is set to ground only. So I was trying to decide for one. I was running out of time. Like, I probably ended this attack with 4 seconds left because I just took so long to think. And I was putting one minion here to take out that king in case I want to go into the center. My dragon and wizards wouldn't lock onto this king. And I thought my giants would go into the base from this wall right here, but they didn't, unfortunately. So I just wasted those giants for nothing. I had a few wizards on the outside. And this archer. The barbarian king barely goes down. And I still have one giant, 2 goblins, and a dragon. And at this point, I just thought to go for that 50%. It's not worth risking it. Especially since a lot of people were watching me live. I didn't want to fail my attack. So at this point, I just did this, just kind of teasing. But that was just some little fun thing I decided to do. And I wait till my dragon dies. And the attack ends there. Now, I'm actually going to show my defense, which was actually pretty funny. He came so close. He used 11 dragons on me. So I believe he starts on this side. Drops a few dragons just to kind of funnel his troops into the base. And he drops all of his dragons there. I think he should probably put one more dragon on each of these collectors right here. That rage spell was kind of bad, but that was good for me. So when he gets that air defense down, he drops a rage spell here. Like, his rage spells were pretty off. This dragon goes down, didn't even get that rage spell. So, and the max lava hound in my clan castle came out, and it was distracting his dragons. And I think that's the reason why I won this defense, because of that max lava hound in my clan castle. And luckily, I set my expos to ground and air, because I probably would have gotten 2-star if it weren't for those expos. And at this point, it was becoming really close. 47%. He has 1 dragon left. He goes for this gold storage, and he's at 48%. Just has 1 poison spell left. Ends the attack there. 48%, and I won this defense. But anyways, that's it for this war, and I'm gonna start another war tomorrow on Monday. So I will be making a clan war recap of that also, and I'm actually thinking of starting a new series, probably like, well, once my defenses are maxed, I'm gonna start a new series pushing the Champions League, and then after that, I will decide if I want to push the Titans League or not. But anyways, that's it for the video for today. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back later for more.